Alright guys, well, we were waiting for RACKS to show up, and they're here. 6 boxes, and I get to do a bunch of unpacking, a bunch of putting together, and once I get that done, we're going to start a video where I'm going to move the snakes over, after I get the thermostat set up, of course. So give me a couple hours, I'll turn the video on, and you guys get to see everything. Awesome day. It's going to be an awesome day. Alright guys, well, all the hard work is done. Well, for the most part. The racks are in. The 3 FB20s came all put together. The FB40 had to be assembled. It wasn't really a tough job. The side panels, as you see, I got the full side panels. Those were all put together. All I had to do is put the shelving on. They get screwed together real easy. I had to tape in the heat tape and then put the bins in. Not a big deal. These were all set, ready to go right out of the box. Now I will tell you, TGR have been great. They were fast. I looked at numerous places for getting tubs, for getting drawers. ARS, Sea Serpents, Herp Static, TGR. I mean, you name it. I looked up 4, 5, 6 different places. They were the fastest. I needed them right away, and that's on me. So, like, there were other places that the deals were probably just as good, or very close to just as good. But really, this is what I wanted. We talked about, Jamie and I, this is what we really wanted to use. So we did. And they got them to us in about 10 days. That's from the day I ordered to my door. Now they ship FedEx, and you guys know already, I hate FedEx. Multiple reasons. They're slow. They did well on this shipment, I should say. But all in all, they're awful. Plain and simple. Now if you're on our Facebook page, you will see that I posted pictures. This rack was damaged quite bad. Both the side panels are busted right in half. The stapling on the bottom drawer is busted. So I have a new rack coming. TGR was great. They're gonna contact FedEx. They've got insurance on these. Obviously they'll get it covered, but they're gonna send me a new rack. I'm assuming this rack's gonna go back to them, picked up through FedEx. But for the time being, I need it. I have to use it, so I'm going to use it broken. I mean, the drawers still work. The heat is in there. It's still working. So for the time being, I'm going to use it. But they wanted me to have a new product instead of just sending me side panels that I put back together and try and fix it. The leg was busted out a little bit. But again, that's FedEx issue. That's not TGR. They packed everything very, very well. They had foam corners on everything, wrapped it in plastic. They were fantastic. It really looks like someone dropped one off a truck, to be quite frank. So they're sturdy. A lot of people said they're not that sturdy. I'm gonna guess that without the side panels, it might be a little more flimsy. And I'm even on carpet, guys. Eventually the carpet's gonna go out. We're gonna put linoleum down. But for the time being, I mean, they're sturdy. They don't wobble. Any more than what I'm shaking them. They're not flexing by any means. So they're great. What we're going to do anyways at this time is I'm going to fill up all these bins. I'm going to use the Reptile Prime, of course. I got a jug of water. I did get the bins that have the water cup in them. Currently, I don't have any plastic cups to go in there, but I think that's what we're going to use in the future. So for the time being, we're just going to fill those up with water themselves. So let's go ahead and get started on that. I'm going to use, the first bin's going to be for the Kenyan sand boas. These 2 bins are going to be for the smaller snakes, the ones that are under 1,500 grams. And this one's going to be for Hulk. Bianca, Hulk's the pin, Bianca's the Super Mojave, and Medusa, or Marigold, well, Marigold I believe, she's the pastel. Those 3 are our breeder females. They're pretty large. They're going to go in this tub. Now, what I do want to say, I want you guys to know this. I wrote this down so I have the numbers exact. The FB20s are considered juveniles or subadult racks. They're good for 750 to 1500 grams. I really like these. I'm going to show you. These are huge, guys. In my opinion, they're not humongous, but if I remember right, I think they're 15.5 inches wide by like 23 inches in length. These are nice. Good size overall. Probably even going to be good for anything that was probably bigger than 1500 grams, mainly because of the floor print. The FB40, on the other hand, I'm kind of bummed I bought them. I think Jamie and I both agree. They are very narrow. These are good from 1500 to 2000 grams. And I don't understand why. I don't think this is a TGR, issue by any means. I think TGR's setting them up. They gave me all the dimensions. I figured it out before I purchased them. This is what I went with. For about $40 more, I could have did the FB70, which would have been bigger. But honestly, I mean, it's so narrow. It's like, I think 13.5 inches by 33. The FB70 for over 2,500 grams is like 17 inches by 33. I wish I would have bought the FB70s. And I'm going to highly recommend that if you guys are going to use TGR racks, if you have a snake that's over 3.5 foot, like I do, most of my females, even at 1,300 grams, Bianca is 4 foot. She's not that large in diameter, but for instance, Hulk is like 2,200 grams, so she's bigger than this tub should be anyways, but she's 4.5 feet and she's about that big around, and she's girthy. She's going to be squeezed in one of these tubs, in my opinion. We do have plans, again, FB70, probably come around December time. All of our breeder females are going in there. That's all there is to it. Whether or not I'll keep this, I might down the road for males, but I just don't know. I'm honestly, I guess once I get snakes in, we'll take another look and see, but I'm kind of torn as to whether or not I think this is even a good shaped tub. But anyways, enough of that. Let's go ahead and get everything loaded in here. We'll get all these bins full, and we'll get water in them, and then we'll get the snakes in them. Alright, so let's start with the larger female tubs. Of course, I'm using Reptile Prime. Showed you before. There will be a link in the description for this. The link is for reptileprime.com. I will tell you, lately I've been buying it from Amazon, and I'm not sure if I buy them from Amazon, if I'm actually getting them from Brian Barczyk or from, his distributor. I'm not 100% sure on that. I was going to look into it. I guess it really doesn't matter, sales or sales. I like to help support him, and I do also believe that this stuff is really good. So that's it. I'm going to put some in there. Snakes don't need to burrow. I'm not worried about having a real thick bedding. We're just going to douse that down with a little bit of water right before we drop them in, and we'll be good to go. Now I only have 3 snakes planning to go in here, so I'm only going to fill 3 bins. I don't have a reason to fill all 5 if I'm not going to use them all. So 3 bins will get filled, 3 snakes will go in. Now I have Herpstat 4 is what I'm going to use, or what I am currently using for the thermostat on these. And I have the thermostat probes placed in the 3rd drawer down on all of them. Figure it's right in the middle, perfect spot for them. So I feel it's a perfect spot for them. So second one's done, and I just love how easy they slide in. I understand they slide in just as well when there's snakes in them. Now the one thing I haven't done that I need to do, I need to put water in these, because these guys are going to be coming right up here in just a few minutes once I get them all set up. So these 3 are done. We'll move on to the next tub. Kind of same thing. Just going to drop in some reptile prime. That's really it, guys. You've seen me set up systems before, so I'll just finish this up and then I'll get back to you guys when I'm all set. Okay, everybody, that's where video 1's going to leave off right there. I'm going to do a second video, start that today. I'm going to get you guys some updates on the snakes. I'll also get you some updates on the RACKS, temperatures, etc. Let you know what I notice. So stay tuned for that video. That'll be out, if not tomorrow, the next day for sure. So as of right now, you guys, check the links out below. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. And have a great 4th of July.